What do you get when you cross somebody who looks like they're recovering from a hangover but is actually sick? Somebody who looks like a professional and the other person who really wants to do a lifestyle choice known as Tony Stark, plus the person who let their dog eat their glasses. Welcome to Pardon the Distraction.
Sounds amazing.
Everyone, and welcome back to an amazing new episode of Pardon the Distraction. I'm one of your hosts, DJBLUEPDX, here, of course, with my co-host, the most host, the man who manages everything. It is TheLostDrake. And
Hello.
Today, we've got some amazing guests. Not only one of my besties, my sister from another mister, or my mister from another sister, depending on the wig that day. It is Tonzy TV, and then our master of ceremonies who allows everyone the opportunity to see things just a little bit better, a little bit cooler, a little bit clearer. It's RobotGiggles.
Hi.
Hello.
I love
How
that.
are we?
Hello. Hello.
Feeling good.
So,
I woke up
Great
with a
intro.
cold, so I'm gonna be sorry. I'm gonna keep muting myself every time I cough. But yeah, these are
yeah,
fun. I love them.
you're fine. You're fine. Honestly, you know what? We all wake up. We're all human. We all cough and sneeze, and
We all take a
crap.
shower and leave our dogs free.
Yeah, it's just part of the way it
So-
works. You know.
Is this going to be the whole?
It's gonna be the whole
podcast
segment.
now?
Why isn't Tonzy wearing glasses? Okay, I thought this was a sponsored piece. Okay, no,
Right.
the dog ate it.
Right? Always.
I'll get my glasses. Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah, it's
my
all
dog
good.
has eaten all of my remote controls before. One of my non-Gunnar sunglasses, which are now dead, and likes to eat paper towels. So I'm like,
You know, I used to not believe that my dog ate it until I got a dog of my own. And now I realize sometimes it's out of spite. Nobody says
Dude.
out of spite, but it's not that they're hungry. It's that they're trying to
Or they're
teach us
mad
a
at you.
lesson.
They're
Yeah,
mad
they-
at you
yeah,
because
they
you
want
left
attention.
them for too long or didn't feed
Yeah.
them enough, or they're like, hey, I don't have enough chew toys, so I'm going to chew
Even
up
if
your
they're
stuff.
fed enough, but it's not enough by their pricey little standards.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing is that if they don't feel like they're getting enough attention with their toys, they see anything that you're holding in your hands as a
Yes.
toy of interest. So when I've got a remote control console in my hand, the first thing he wants to do is not destroy the remote control. He wants to play with the remote control, which involves eating it. We're talking about a dog also going to fit a basketball in his mouth. So,
Oh.
Yeah.
you mean,
I mean, he
There's-
does have
there's
Great
that.
Danes, so yeah, it's kind of a
yeah.
it's kind of a big deal.
Speaking of great things that didn't come from, I almost said Denmark, but it was going to say Daneland. Neither of those are things. I mean, Denmark is, Jesus, can I just start this over? We'll edit this in post. Okay, so this show today is brought to you by our wonderful friends at Gunnar Optics, and we are, as you can see, wearing multiple different frames of
Ooh.
things, and Tonzy will fish their glasses out of whatever pile it comes from. I'm
We'll
sorry,
get you
that's the
some
last
more,
joke I'll make. That's the
Tonzy.
last joke I'll make, Tons. I love you to death.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. It's not the last joke, and you know
This
it.
has been fun. Goodbye.
Bye. Todd just gets up, walks out the door. Okay.
Well, so Tonzy and I are both also LostDrake partners, and so it was funny because you are too, Giggles. But we were talking about the headphones, and I was like, yay, I love the fact that you're wearing the 735s. He's like, the what's? The G735s. The peach things. Oh yes.
Listen, I
Yeah.
think they're pretty. They're cute. 735-11.
Those are cute.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
in
know.
the
Sorry.
market for a new headset. Do you like those? I see that they're Bluetooth.
Yes.
So these are a part of the Aurora cloud. It was like a cloud Aurora collection, and everything was pink and white, and it was so cute. But yeah, it comes with like a dongle, and then it was super easy to set up with my Go XLR. You just like one cord into the back of your computer,
Nice.
and I can hear everything.
Those
Yay.
are awesome.
They're
Yeah.
legitimately, and they come with different colored cups. I have
Yeah.
They sent me the mint ones, so if I put them
Oh,
on,
I
it
love
looks
it.
like my headphones are floating,
Oh,
my
it's the
head.
green screen.
but you can
Yeah.
see right through.
Yeah.
It is the weirdest thing, but I love it.
Well, DJ,
so-
let's go first up. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and introduce everybody a little
Yeah.
bit more in detail so we can get their background, where they're from. So anybody who is watching this first time or never met them before, they can get a little bit of piece of their background and who they are.
Agreed.
So you go ahead and go, DJ.
All right, Princess Giggles of the robot era.
I
Go ahead
kinda
and introduce
like
yourself.
that.
Tell us what you do, right?
I'm
That
gonna make
sounds
you
a
a
little
shirt
bit
that
like
says
a
that.
OG Mario. You just put me into like a Mario 64 situation, and I'm here for it.
Yes.
We're just gonna have to make that
Um,
stained glass window.
yes. Oh, I love that.
That would actually be a cool
I
shirt. I'm
call
just saying.
true mental note. Actually, real
Okay.
note.
There you go.
We're like,
So
okay.
I'm RobotGiggles, but my mom calls me Sarah, and sometimes she also calls me RobotGiggles. And I was a streamer full time for several years with these lovely people. Mixer, may she rest in peace. Um, and now Twitch, and now Twitch sometimes. And then I decided I've always wanted to get into the business side of the gaming industry, so I took a job at a tech startup called Shot Call, and now I am an influencer manager here at Gunnar Optics, and I'm loving it. It's really, really cool. I'm definitely using what I learned from being a streamer to work with streamers because I know what I can ask of people and what I can't, and it's been really fun to strategize. It's a very creative position, which I really like. And we have some cool collaborations with gaming companies to work with them on the business side, where with people that I played their games, such as like Blizzard and other other titles like that, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, even to work with people that the games that I've played has been really cool. So that's me. That's who I am. Thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And in the window right below, welcome the wonderful world of Tonzy. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, Tonzy. I'm everything. I do
It's like your
drag
first interview.
sometimes.
What's going on?
Yeah.
We haven't put you on the spot in a while.
No, literally.
Yeah.
COVID until
Yeah,
now.
it's
No
been
interviews, no
It's good to
cons,
be
well,
together with
TwitchCon,
everybody.
but
Yeah.
it feels good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I guess literally everything. I do drag. I don't do drag. GTA RP is mainly what I play.
You've been doing GTA RP.
It's so good, you guys. If you haven't done it, just
wanted
try
to.
it once. You can
I'm
be
like
anybody you
intimidated.
want.
I would feel like I'd get lost in my character and then just become terrible.
But that's the point. Get lost. Just like I have this character name. I'll just say her first name. First name's Janice.
You can say the full name. Just go. I want to hear the whole name.
Do it. Yes.
Yeah,
her
me
name
too.
is Janice.
Jesus. Oh my God.
She is just so crazy and like chaotic, and it is so fun to just like get lost in the character. Yeah, GTA RP. I love World of Warcraft, Overwatch, everything. I've done it.
Big Blizzard fan.
Since I was in middle school,
Yep.
World of Warcraft, and it's everything.
Yep.
Oh, good to know. Mental note there.
Yep. Yeah, actually, Tonzy and me and my wife and my kiddo, we actually met up at BlizzCon, the last BlizzCon that was actually,
so fun.
and that's when they originally announced Diablo 4, Overwatch 2. Like, we got to see a lot of really cool stuff before it was even like
Overwatch 2 with the PvE. That's not
yeah.
happening. No tea, but
Yeah. We got to play it, and you got to watch Nay's horrible keyboard skills.
no, that was
day.
so fun. It was
But we
you,
did
Nay,
have
and
fun though.
daughter.
That was awesome. That's when she was still
Sounds
a
like a
streamer.
good group.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
that would
we
be fun.
we were all hanging out, and we got to do that and got to experience that right before the pandemic hit. And
Oh, that was pre-pandemic.
yeah, it was
Oh, yeah.
2019, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Is that the last
panorama.
one? Yeah, and they just recently announced that they're doing a brand new one in November, which I am like almost 95% sure I'm going. So,
You live
plus
so
it's,
close.
yeah, I mean, I do live close. It's only a 45-minute flight. And then on top of it, like, it's right across the street from Disneyland. So it's like a double whammy for me because I always go to Disney. Anytime I go to Anaheim, I'm like, okay, I'm here. I might as well go.
See, I've never been to Disneyland. As a Georgian, it's always been World down in
World.
Florida.
Well, that's
Yep.
with me. I've never been to Disney World, and everybody's like, Disney World's amazing.
want
It's so
to go there
great. But
with
I've
them.
been to Disneyland
sweet.
probably
Yeah.
60 times, like easily.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I love it. So, but yes, I mean, BlizzCon, me and Tons definitely have that in common. And DJ just got into Diablo for the first time ever, like
Oh, I
ever,
am.
and
And
is
I'll be
loving it.
honest, so far I'm in the top 10% of players for deaths.
No way.
And for deaths. So
Oh,
Threw me off.
That
got me.
totally
That
threw
was
me
good.
off too. For death. I'm like, oh.
I die way too often. Although now I finally got some things going and figured out some better builds for my necromancer.
Nice.
And he's also a no head covered in blood person. I mean, we look
Tattoos
sort
and
of alike,
everything
but
else, yeah.
not really. I'm not
you
dripping
should do
with blood.
cosplay of it.
I feel like I'm not that body positive about myself right now. So
Oh, pobrecito.
here we
What
go.
world tier are you on?
No, I backed it down to 1 because I got
And
tired
you're
of.
still dying?
No, that's why it's
Shame.
better
Oh,
because
okay.
I went down to 1. I got started out
I
on
was
2
judging
because.
you.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Listen, I judge me. Why should you be any different?
I didn't die in the demo in the server slam until I met the butcher.
Yeah. Which, by
Oh,
the way, the
God.
butcher is in Diablo 4, by the way, if you guys didn't know that. Is in Diablo
am I
4.
not supposed to spoil? Was that a spoiler?
Well, I mean,
Did I do a spoiler?
no,
I'm
you're
gonna
fine.
die
Well,
that multiple
kinda,
times
not
to that
really.
guy, anyways.
It's fine.
Oh, are we doing no spoilers?
No,
I mean,
it's been out for 2 weeks. If people haven't played it, get good.
Ugh,
No
that's-
spoilers.
Yeah, we're
Well, just so
ruining
you guys know, Iron Man dies.
At the end. Yes.
Tonzy!
Yeah.
Tonzy, are you chaotic? Like, what's your, like, are you, like, chaotic neutral?
Sister,
Chaotic.
we've been friends for so much. It's chaotic at the peak. Of,
Yes.
Mount
Everyone in this
Everest.
podcast
Like,
knows.
up there.
So chaotic.
Yeah.
You're such an instigator. I kind of
Yeah,
love it.
I love it too.
Tonzy's version of chaotic is basically 2 cliffs right next to each other. If you get running fast enough, you can jump across. But then Tonzy starts introducing crosswinds and oil slicks, and then
like
people are just
throwing things.
There's
and
dragons
then people are
burning
just
everything
falling in
around.
between, and
Like,
Tonzy's
there's just all
oh,
in.
Sorry,
It's all in. It's all in.
That's so funny. Kind
So
of like pixie chaotic.
oh, actually, that's a yes. I always thought of
But
Tonzy with wings.
the pixie dust is actually engulfing flames.
Yes.
Yes, and that's a good
Extremely
thing.
flammable.
So one thing we do want to talk about is because we got some very interestingly cute glasses in an amazing case that looks like this. We got to premiere these at
DreamHack.
DreamHack. I almost said PAX at DreamHack in
It's all
Dallas,
merging
which is
together.
great. They are Gunnar made Pride glasses. Look at that, and they're super cute. They have the name on there, and I can't hold them still because, well, let's be fair.
We're streamers.
That's cool. Yeah,
But-
those are the Enigma Pride Edition. Designed to support. This year, we just decided that the marketing campaign. Okay, I'm gonna be like very transparent here on your podcast. How some companies do Pride stuff and it feels a little bit, let's just say,
Cringy.
exploitative,
Cringy.
cringy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't. So we felt like the most.
Tonzy just looks down, doesn't even say anything, just looks down.
I mean, like we
Yeah.
all see it. We all know.
We know. Anybody
so-
knows.
So we wanted to be like supportive, without coming across as wanting anything in return. So we are coming. Oh, I've actually never seen that microfiber
That is
cloth.
Yeah.
so cute.
Yeah, it's actually really
Well,
cool.
and that's not actually
Yeah.
missing. It's just green. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
Clear.
actually cool. So yeah, it comes with a Be Proud inside. The case is actually
Yeah.
cool too. It opens
Yeah,
up
super
and then
customized.
yeah, and then there's
I'm
a
glad you guys
like,
find
yeah.
that delightful.
No,
'cause
I
it's
do.
fun.
I love the little details. I mean, honestly, that is the coolest part about Gunnar, I think, is that like you could just throw it in a box and just be like, here you go, here's your stuff. Screw off.
Yep.
But you
Yeah,
guys
I
don't.
like-
Like it actually the magnetic box is a big thing too, and this is a great box. I mean, like look, I'm biased because I love Marvel, right? You guys know this. Anybody who knows me knows that I love Marvel. But this freaking metal start case
Uh-huh.
is probably one of the coolest things. And I use this my entire vacation
I
last
use
week.
it for all my frames too. That start case is my
I love
favorite.
it. All the
Um,
cases going forward need to be these. I know they're expensive, but
Totally
they're
agree.
so nice. I love them.
The
and
Rainbow
you can
Six.
dodge watching dogs
case
eat
is
them because they'll be
pretty
inside of a
similar.
metal case.
Yeah. So
See, I'm
we
an
wanted
instigator
to,
too.
So
But
we
that's why
wanted
me
to
and
just
Tonzy
like
get along.
donate some glasses to people that are doing things that we like.
Yeah.
To kind of to come behind our streamers that we like and trust, such as you guys, and support whatever
shit.
initiative you guys are doing by offering them as a raffle for a giveaway for a fundraiser that maybe like a suicide awareness fundraiser or something like that. We felt like something a little bit of more of a low key marketing initiative.
Yeah.
But you guys have been killing it with the frames that we've been giving you. I'd love to see it. So like what have you been doing with them? I saw that you guys went and spoke about it in person. Can you tell me like how that went? How was that event? I actually haven't had time to catch up with you about it.
I know it's true. We haven't.
I think that was the first time when we got on that stage. I mean, I've obviously been on the main stage at DreamHack before, but it was the first time that we got to take our podcast and do something different with it that was in person to see if we could, because sometimes there is a little editing involved, but oftentimes it's just bleeping out my swearing. So, or Drake's.
What?
But we got to get on the stage and actually be there and engage with the community. And it was wild to see so many people seeing us doing it live. And of course, one of the biggest things we talked about was the Gunnar glasses. So
Cool. I love to hear it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was really cool. We got a
it's-
lot of good feedback from it too. A lot of people liked the Pride glasses, and look, this is not a jab at anybody, but I mean, we were in Texas, so I sat back a
Right.
little bit. I sat back a little bit, and I was a little hesitant. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little hesitant to show them off the way I did, but then everybody was really acceptive, and it was actually really cool. Like a lot of people were very cool about it, and we were showing them off. And people were like, "Dude, can I get some of these?" And then we did some giveaways, obviously there too. So it was really nice, and people really did enjoy them. See, like for me, I like the dark glasses. I don't like white. But that doesn't mean that I don't like the glasses. It's just me personally.
Yeah.
Like I'm a dark red, black,
am
like
never
dungeon
offended.
Diablo look. Like that's me, So
Dude, when you wear like the fun thing about glasses are their form and function, and so there's a different form for everyone. If you don't like a pair of glasses, whatever. All
Yeah.
glasses are not for everybody. I'm never offended if people are like, I like this, I don't like this. It's like fashion. Not all fashion is for everyone.
what are you laughing about up there?
You said form and function. And what I thought you said was form and function. I thought, why does it take 4 men to wear these glasses? What is happening?
But I will say this. I will say it on the podcast. We need to get Tonz some shades because
Yes. You guys should have told me up front. Tonzy, I would have replaced him.
Well,
I just
appreciate it.
bother-
I enjoyed them when I had them. They were cute.
Oh,
Which ones did you
got us
have?
Great content.
What
the
ones did I
yellow-
have?
yeah. Which ones did you have? Do you remember?
Honestly, fuck
You
if I
had-
know.
The
They
nice
were
ones, the
so
ones that look
cute,
good on me,
though.
right?
Yeah, they
Tonzy
were
had
so
some
cute.
round frames. They were probably the ellipse. They were either the
Yeah.
or you might have had the same frame as that I'm wearing now. The infinite. They're either the infinites or the ellipse.
I'm bad
but
with names. We talked about this earlier. Like,
See, that makes
These
it
are
easy for me
cute,
too because
yeah.
I'm a Marvel fan. Because I'm wearing the Starks. Just makes
Yeah.
it easy. I don't ever forget that. But no, I do love them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
Tonzy, we haven't really got a chance to get into your kind of style of content, and we've known each other since you lived up the street from me. So, walk us through a little bit of what your community focuses on and some of the things that you've been up to lately.
oh God. Well, again, GTA RP. That has been very big for me. I think some people may disagree, but my community does like focus on just being accepting of everyone. I don't put up with people's, but I do. Everyone here knows this,
Yeah.
but I do love to fish for it a little bit and reel them in. So I love a good troll. I truly do.
Yep.
And that's my content. Truly is.
Can I say something? I don't mean to interrupt you, but I feel like I've noticed, years out of Mixer folding that we all do have one thing in common as far as content. Mixer people handle trolls like swat, 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 swat.
We smacked
What
the hell
is
out of
it?
them.
Yep.
We
What
smacked the hell
is
out
it?
of them.
Mixer people had like give V-Buck and like those blueberries, and I feel like Mixer people are like our skill level of handling and like playing with like hecklers is higher than people that started on other platforms.
Well, it was built into
Oh, yeah.
us, though. If you think about it, literally, we came up with a name for randoms.
Blueberries.
We literally came up with
Yeah.
that name. Like we were trolling people the second. Oh, look, it's a blueberry. Put a fucking profile pic up.
Right?
What the hell is wrong with you? We want to know who you are. It may be this
Right.
big, but don't. Jake
Exactly.
74986 coming here asking to follow your channel. No, get out.
Come to my
like,
crib
Get
server.
out of here.
Like other people on Twitch, they're just like block, delete, timeout, timeout,
Yeah.
timeout. But Mixer people play with their
Oh, we
food.
play. We're
Oh,
like
yeah.
sharks,
Oh, yeah.
man.
I wanna
We
give
will
you the-
spin
Yes.
around them. We'll maim them a little bit. We're like orcas, more likely. We're apex predators of trolls. We are orcas. We play.
We train each other.
We'll let them jump up on the dock, think they're safe. Oh, yeah, we'll let you play for a little bit. Now jump back on the water. There's 6 of us.
Get one breath of air before we pull them back down again.
Bye. Bye, Felicia.
That's
All right.
Anyway,
reminds
I
me
didn't
of
mean
that.
to interrupt, but I'm like, me too, Tonzy. Yeah, it's like part of
Yeah.
my content.
Yep.
Well, and what's great, and so just not to out you, Tonzy, but because we're
I'm already
both,
out.
because
so
we're both
good.
gay. It's I
Love
just
it.
thinking, for those who may not have picked up on some of the
They knew
cues.
the second this podcast started.
Okay, good. So it's also
Yeah.
Pride Month for us, and we've got some great things happening this month for Pride, which is interesting. What are your plans as a content creator for Pride?
To do nothing.
Just be you.
That's right. I
Yep.
don't think I've done anything for Pride the last 3 years. Okay, I'll just say it. I personally don't think I am the person that should be advocating for gay things. I'm gay. I enjoy being gay, but there's so many other people that should be front and center and doing these things. Like, I'm just a white gay man. Like, my life is so easy. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't struggle every day. So for me to
Well,
think
that's
that I should be front and center is kind of silly. So yeah, the last 3 years I haven't wanted to do anything. Drake invited me to maybe talk about allyship. I just don't really think that's something that I should talk
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
That's just, it's not really my lane. I'm gay and I'll support everybody, but that's not really my
Yeah.
really my thing.
It should be me, the straight white girl.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
I should be front and center. Just kidding, of course.
And there she
Every
goes.
drunk
She's
white
reeling
girl
him
at a gay
in.
bar.
She's reeling him
Every
in.
drunk white girl will get, are you
Oh.
my new best friend?
Oh,
Can
you don't
do a
even know what
death
you're talking
drop?
about. I'm
Can
not
you do a
even
death
from
drop?
here. I've been
Jesus.
faking it up the whole time.
Oh my God.
Oh, I love it. But you know what though? But that's the truth though. Like, when even in that topic, like I think that's the reason why I've always liked you, Tons. You've always been you. You don't give a about anybody. You're unapologetic. You don't give a You don't. I mean, like, no. I mean, whether you beep it or not, we're still here, And
Yes.
at the end of the day, you will always be you, and that's why we have always loved you. I mean, me and my wife. I mean, we've hung out with you outside of this. You come to Arizona, you're like, it's hot here. But literally though, we're all hanging out and we're kicking it. We'll go to dinner and we'll talk about tea and we'll goof around and whatever. But at the end of the day, like, you've always been a good friend to me and to DJ and and Sarah
And me and Tonzy, you have all. I will jump on this compliment train. You have always been very, very real.
Yep.
Your makeup might be fake, but your heart is real.
Yep. Yep.
My makeup's a filter, everyone.
Listen, I gave Tonzy a crown, so
Yeah,
that.
no, you
Very true.
True.
I still have your cowboy hat.
It's good. I did not want to carry it that day. I did
know
not.
you're like, I don't want to carry this. Can you hold this for me? I'm like, sure. I put it on my head and I wore it the rest of that day, and I still have it.
good.
It's in my closet. Well, that just took a left swing, but you know what I was
Wow.
going with that.
Was South?
Yes.
Yeah. But you know what I mean.
oh, rip Pack South.
Yeah.
Is this done? Is it
Yeah.
done?
It's done.
Oh, it's over. Yeah, it's gone.
it's been done pre-pandemic. It actually canceled in 2019. I think it was the last one.
Yeah.
And then
I remember that.
and then the only ones that are left are the Penny Arcade one, which I believe is in Pennsylvania. Then there's PAX East, which is in Boston, and then there's
Boston.
West, which is in Seattle. So, and then there's
Yeah.
Australia
I heard a
too.
rumor, I heard a rumor that Atlanta was bidding on PAX South, and I, being in Atlanta, would love it. Of
Yeah.
course.
I mean,
think it'd be
they're
a good
probably doing
city.
that too because DreamHack's in Atlanta too,
Yeah.
and they see success there, so they're like, you know, we were talking about this a little bit before too about E3. Like, I loved
Yep.
E3 just because of the spectacle of it being
Such a spectacle.
It's
Yeah.
a spectacle, and going there to work, it sucks. I will say that right now, it sucks when you go there to work. Because you can't enjoy things, but when you're just a regular everyday person, it's amazing as long as you don't got to wait in line for 5 hours for one thing.
I disagree. I
but-
thought it was so fun.
Well, no. Let me retract that statement a little bit. I loved it because that's what actually got me into streaming. I went there to go
Wow.
see Destiny 2. And when they first announced it, and that's how I found out about Beam. Like, they had that little booth in the corner, and they were like, "Oh, we're converting to Mixer." And I'm like, "What the hell?" They had like little cars and they were driving around, and I'm like, "What the hell is this? I'm not going to be a streamer. This is stupid. What the hell is this?" And then I went home and I took the closet doors off, put a desk in, got a $12 mic, had no idea what the hell I was doing, and then
And now
started
look at
streaming.
you.
Yeah, I know. It's
A
7 years
star.
later. 7 years later.
7.
7
I
years next week.
personally, most people disagree with me, but I cannot stand the elitism that came with E3. I was so happy to see that crumble. I think LA is terrible
Ugh.
for the who's who, for the pecking order. You're either a somebody or you are a nobody. I mean, right now, the US Open golf tournament is receiving flack for the same bad
Yeah.
energy that E3 did because they only allowed people to come see the tournament who were club members or if they got it from a club
Yeah.
member. It's so E3 and like all the golfers are tweeting, "Oh, the energy here is so bad it doesn't feel like real fans." And I would hate that. I hated that about E3, but most people actually loved that about E3. They're like, "Yeah,
I wasn't a big fan of that. I think honestly, I think the big thing that I loved is just being a gamer. Because like that's why I went
Yeah.
to BlizzCon the first time. I was like, that was my first BlizzCon I ever went to, and that's when Tonz was there. And the builds, like the way that they have everything, like the Diablo booth, you literally went into a
those booths.
castle. And
I used to tell people,
was awesome.
like, "Oh, people are putting like $50,000 into these booths." But now that I work for Gunnar and I know how much a single pedestal, if we were to
Yep.
have a single pedestal,
Mm-hmm.
20
they would
grand.
ask for no, guys, 100,000.
That's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
So
Like-
that puts in perspective, like
We need
the
to start
Halo
ordering
maze
bigger
or whatever.
3D printers. Start resin printing everything.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean, that's
Yeah.
technology as it is. I mean, we got AI technology taking all of our jobs anyway, so you know.
Yeah. I remember when we were
robots.
hey,
Hey,
Take it for
hey.
I was blown away when we were planning going through getting all the financials ready for Outpost Discovery and sort of booking all the set build outs and the things we had to purchase or at least rent from the rental company that was working with that or with us. And I think we're with Freeman. And I could not believe the things that were being charged and the amount that was being charged.
the amount is
Yep.
obscene. But then
It's-
Yep.
again, that's a criticism for the
It
gaming
is
industry
a
right now.
racket. It is and just the convention centers as a general whole, especially if they use that smart internet. That is, you're paying way too much for something that's never stable.
Smart internet.
First, yeah, there's this group. It's Smart City, and they control basically the majority of the internet packages available in convention centers. You can't bring it in
Yep.
from outside.
Yep.
You can't bring
Same
in
in
towers.
Phoenix too.
You
Yep.
can't bring in wireless towers. You
I
can't
did
even
not
if you're
know that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Even
the
if you're
Phoenix Convention
sponsored-
Center, when we would rent out a booth and actually set it up, they would charge $100 an hour, and you would have to use it. And it was for 5 megabits down and 2 megabits up, and
So
it was
here
the
you are
worst.
demoing a new game with
Yes,
5
it was
and 2?
yeah, it was the worst. And so you would disconnect, and they were like, "Oh, it's light speed," and like, "No, I'm at home. I'm at 1 gig down. What are you talking about?"
When my cell phone can get a faster signal than this,
Yeah.
sorry, but I'm going to call bull.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
You're welcome, Rhino.
Well, but they do. They monopolized it in a sense, where like every convention center is like that. Because the Phoenix Convention Center,
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of people don't ever realize this about Phoenix, but the Phoenix Convention Center is huge. It's actually 6 buildings. So, and they're all connected by an intertwining like arc. So when you go there and you set up a booth, it depends what building you're in. Because a lot of the time what they'll do is they'll set it up like it'll be the anime expo, then they'll have like an art expo, they'll have the Game On expo, and then they'll have Fan Fusion, which is kind of like our Phoenix Comic-Con, but they got sued by San Diego. But in general, like all these different groups, so they have all these buildings set up and these hubs, and you're just like, you got all this going on and you don't have fast internet. And PAX has been bad too. Like PAX has been bad too. You go to try to connect. We kept losing signal when we were there, and we were featured streamers, and we're like, because I even remember, back in the Mixer days when they had those cubicle boxes, right? I'm trying to think back to them. Like, was the internet good in those boxes? I don't remember.
They were air conditioned. That's all.
Yeah, that is true. They were amazing for that because everywhere else was hot, and we were like, and then like we go in there, we're like,
Well, I almost fainted. I was wearing a Fortnite cosplay. And it was 2 layers of fake leather, and I had like heat exhaustion, and so I like made it to the mixer booth. I'm like, can I sit inside? And they like popped me in one of those booths to cool down for like a medical emergency.
Puppers!
It's all right.
Yeah.
Guest appearance. What's the
There we
pup's
go.
name? We're gonna sidetrack real quick.
Penny.
Penny?
Hi, Penny.
He's a boxer?
What
Yeah,
a cutie.
my little
She's adorable.
baby.
She's
love
really
boxers.
cute.
Yeah.
Dad,
I
what
love
are you
the
doing?
color.
What are you doing? Dad, what are you doing? Pet me. Pet me.
Okay,
Woof.
okay.
I see myself. I'm gonna
cutie.
bark at myself. What's that other dog? But yeah, no, yeah. I can't remember though. I can't remember if the internet was good in those booths.
Speaking of places that have questionable internet once you're inside of them, I want to talk about some place that I have experienced some things when I had to go buy a pair of headphones while at PAX East because they didn't have anything that was Logitech, so I had to go get a pair of Logitechs. And Logitech was like, yeah, find a store. There's a Best Buy near you. And so I went into Best Buy, and guess whose face I saw on the racks? None other than Master Tonzy. So, Tonz, how did that roll about?
Yeah, Mixer, when I did the God, what the hell did I call it?
The Rivals thing?
The drag something. It was something to do with drag.
Oh, yeah, it was the Dragathon
Oh
thing.
yeah. I remember that. That was like
Yeah.
right towards the end, right?
Yes, that was
Yeah.
the Friday before, and then it shut down on Monday. Anyway, RIP. So yeah, I
remember
did.
that now.
It was like, I forgot what the hell I called it, but yeah, I did a drag competition for Pride Month, and that was the last time I ever did something for Pride. So we really brought that one right back around.
Sorry.
So I did that, and that was great. It was really fun. But I had No. I had Blue Microphones as a sponsor. Marvel. Well, Drake's over here for me, but
Yeah.
Marvel sponsored it. AMD,
Mm-hmm.
I think. I don't know.
Yep.
Anyway, so Blue, and then that just evolved over time. I did my commercial or segment with Blue, which is when I went to Arizona and hung out with Drake.
Yep.
Um,
That was
and
really
then
cool, too.
and so they got a whole bunch of pictures. We did a whole segment, and yeah, now I'm in Best Buy. So
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and in
that's really
booths.
cool.
And in booths.
it was really cool. I was like, what? I know her.
You know,
Let's go.
and on that topic too, because I remember we keep bringing up Mixer because it's it's part of our history. It's who we
it's
are
trending
now.
on Twitter right now.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, because of Kick.
Yeah, probably.
Mhm.
But I will say this is that as far as like promotional, I feel like Mixer did the best job of promoting their content creators. I mean, we were on Xbox. We had our own tab. Like, we had our pictures on the wall when we walked up. We had our portraits. That was something that I think that's the biggest part for me for discoverability that I miss, because like when we'd walk in and it'd be Giggles, DJ, Tonzy, and we'd all have these giant portraits on the actual booth. So when people walked by, you're like, who the hell is that? Like, and even if you didn't know, you
Yeah.
knew that they were cool, And that was, I mean, like, let's be real. like that was a cool moment. Like just to have our faces on a wall, like hundreds of thousands of people were walking by every single day. And now we're all rebuilding. We're in different portions of the gaming industry. We've all done different things. And how much we've all, came since then, it's and how much we've evolved as content creators and as businesses. We think about how mature we've become over the last like 7 years. Like, it's kind of crazy. If you honestly think about it, like, we all do our trolley shit. We do our stuff back and forth, and we have our different types and takes of community. But at the end of the day, we all love video games. Like,
Yeah.
and being able to do this full time, and even all of us just coming together and kind of just shooting the like we are right now on a podcast, it's really cool. I mean, it really is. And who would have thought even 10 years ago we'd be doing any of this? I don't think I even thought about this.
Now that I'm through the stages of grief about Mixer, I've come to have more of like a grateful heart about having had that experience at all. Yeah, so that's where I am too. I'm like, man, that was really cool while it lasted.
Yeah. Yep. You okay over there?
So
I just saw you coughing. I was like,
still
all right?
coughing. But I found my mute button, so I'm happy about that. I didn't blow anybody's ears out. So, to jump back on one of the reasons why we're all here, and of course we're all partnered with Gunnar, and Gunnar's officially part of our podcast, which is awesome. Let's talk a little bit what the future is for Gunnar and what we get to look forward to upcoming.
Oh, cool. Well, I will tell you guys some things that potentially, I'll tease some things. We have some exclusive contracts with Blizzard, and Blizzard's largest oh puppy Blizzard's largest games kind of coming down the pipeline. We have had some delays with Blizzard because I think Blizzard, without saying too much, their legal team is very busy right now. So I won't say much more about that, but we were talking about the franchise earlier, so really big things coming with that. One of the things I can tell you that we have coming down the pipeline is 2 different Loki Ultra Limited Edition frames, and they are super, super cool. Our design team is Riker and Darren. Shout out to them. They are extremely talented designers. And these Loki frames, they're not for everybody. And honestly, we're okay with that. Gunnar is in an experimental phase of their career where we're going to release a bunch of like really cool, highly stylistic limited edition frames that are not for... What's that puppy doing over there? Oh my goodness. How old is she? Penny seems like a baby. Is she 2?
She's so cute.
She's like a year and just a few
she's still a
months.
puppy.
What it is. I have a 2-year-old puppy, and look at her. She just loves you. She just wants to interact.
Do you have her toy? Oh, she just
Sorry,
said.
I'm muting because she likes to
No.
bark. She
Yeah.
just wants to eat my hand.
She just loves you so much.
Yeah.
That's her
I
thing.
love it.
So I'm sorry.
Little
Keep
baby.
Yeah.
No,
you
she's,
can continue.
good,
I'm
you're good.
sorry.
she's like a cat.
I have a blue healer, believe me. They have nothing but energy all day long, and he's 6, and he's just like, go, 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 and he always wants to chew on my hand, too, so I get it.
Yeah, German Shepherd Black Lab mix here.
Oh, yeah,
Real high energy.
And then
High
he's got Great
energy.
Danes who just are big doofuses who want to play all the time and
We
bark.
get it.
Yeah, we're all dog people here. We understand.
I love puppies.
Yes.
My dog weighs more than I do with my COVID weight. Like, jeez.
Oh my
Jeez.
gosh, really? How?
He's
Oh,
193,
No way. That is
And
a big dog.
and I'm 185. Again,
You
no
spend all
way.
your money on food for your dog.
I spend all my money on food for me, and that's why I'm fat. No, it's we go. They're about 2 cups in the morning, 2 cups at night.
That's not
That's
crazy.
it. No, and they graze. So like we luckily very fortunate that we have grazers. So that we leave the food out, and they will just eat whenever they're hungry or if they're hungry.
They're the size of
but-
cattle, so they graze like
Yep.
cattle.
But they're very pack oriented. So while they're unlikely as if that they will snack with if nobody else is in there, but the minute my housemate and I are both in the kitchen, dinner time for everybody. Doesn't matter what time of the day. They'll
Wow.
they'll so long as we're all in the kitchen together.
Yep.
Sweet puppies.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're
Gotta love 'em.
hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
See,
But
look, this
yeah,
is why it's called Pardon the Distraction, because we get distracted by
Yeah.
dogs, by different topics. We jump all over the place. That's why it's the perfect name for it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I guess back to what I was saying. The Lokis are cool. They're going to be green and gold, and I think they look really wearable and classy. A lot of people are like, "Oh, the green. I don't know if I'll wear those." I think people will definitely. They're a deep hunter
I want
green with
those.
little
Ooh.
with like horn rims that are
I
gold
want
tipped.
them.
I think that they're very beautiful. Tonzy, I think that you might really like these. Looking at your style, I'm gonna send you some if you want. They'll match your hair. Wait, what color? Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
if there was one character that would match from the Marvel Universe for Tonzy, would it be
The god of
The god of
knocked them
mischief.
off. No,
Wanda?
Wanda.
Well,
Wanda.
okay, I could see Wanda too.
So
I could
far
see Wanda
different, yes.
too. I could see
Cute,
Wanda
though.
too.
I like that answer.
Yeah, that's true,
Um,
Wanda.
So we also have these really unusual frames that I have not told any of you guys about, but I don't believe that I have any reason not to tell you. They're going to be called Talak after one of the biggest mountains, and they are like ultra mountain climber. They're going to be like, if you look at like Everest climber
Yeah,
documentaries, they always
yeah.
have those round frames, and they have a leather flap on the side.
Yes.
So they are really niche, not for everybody, but in my personal opinion, they're super steampunk and
Sign
They're
me
very
up.
Depeche Mode 1986.
and I am here for it.
Oh,
You,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's my
Uh-huh.
jam. That is my jam right there.
so I'm gonna
all
have
about
to
that.
cool, good to know. I'm gonna have to find some people to really pair it with, who can like rock like really what they're about. But they're gonna be they're the ones I'm most excited for coming like way down the pipeline.
That'll be
Um,
fun.
Cyberpunk,
yeah.
steampunk, all the above, Renaissance
You
Festival,
know.
all the above. Yes.
You know it. I
Yep.
love that.
Nice.
I actually just
Anything
ordered
cyberpunk,
my
steampunk,
brand new
baby
Assassin's
bird.
Creed jacket. So I have I'm getting ready for some photo shoot stuff for Mirage. So
That's good to know. We may or may not have a toe in that pond as well. So
look, we're getting all kinds of little
We're
teasers
getting all
and
sorts of
spoilers,
exclusive
aren't
and
we?
stuff.
Yes.
She came on. She's like, "Wait, are we not supposed to talk about spoilers?" Then she's like, "Spoilers."
yes.
She's like, "Oh,
You
by
know
the
what?
way, no big deal or anything, but Blizzard and whatever."
Yeah, it's really cool. Blizzard is a large whale to work with, though. We do it
Yeah.
Blizzard's way. When it comes to working with them, they're the boss.
It's like Disney.
Um,
Same thing. Disney is the same way.
It
It's
is.
jumping through
Intel
hoops.
or
You got to go through
Logitech or-
19
yeah.
pages of legal documents before you can even see what you're looking at, and then you get the concept, and then you get the marketing package, and then and every step of the way, it's 300 documents signed by the time you actually see the finished
You have to
product.
sign your
How do you
sign your
know?
body over for science
I've worked
if you
with
break
Disney
the NDA.
multiple times. I know all about it. Believe me,
Yes.
it's crazy. But
So-
yeah, no, we get it. And honestly, and we appreciate you going through all that hassle and stress, and so all of us can get these cool glasses
Yes,
because
it can be very stressful. I'm learning a lot about licensing in this position that I've never encountered before, and it really puts in perspective everything that Mixer was doing behind the scenes. It's really grown me as a person, and it kind of hurts to grow.
yeah, you get beat up a lot. You get beat up a lot.
Change can be difficult.
Yes,
Yes.
believe me. I
But
work
I'm
with DJ.
excited. A lot of really creative stuff. One of the things I really like with working with influencers like you guys is a lot of influencers have a yes and attitude toward funky new things coming down the pipeline. They're
Yeah.
like, may not be for me, but give them to me and I will wear them and I will like what you're doing and
Yep.
I will support it. And
Yep.
the last time I really had that feeling when working with people, this is bizarre. I used to do body painting for aerial silks, like Cirque du Soleil acrobats.
Oh wow, yeah.
Man, those people were fun to work with because I'd be like, for you, I imagine rainbow glitter lips. And they'd be like, give me rainbow glitter lips. And working
I mean,
with
everybody needs some
streamers
rainbow
kind of
lips.
can be the same.
Yep.
I'm like, let's do this weird, funky thing. It may work, it may flop. And a lot of streamers are like, okay, bring it
Yeah.
on. Let's
Yep.
try it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
If they're nice.
Yeah.
There
I
we
mean,
go.
look, you don't have to tell me. I did have a company not too long ago where I dealt with nothing but
Right.
content creators. I know all about how nice and happy people can be, and also
And
how
opposite.
the opposite as well. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Content creators are very vocal.
You
I
think?
know.
And sometimes to a very positive and then also a very negative. And that's where I'll leave that
100%.
because I'm
Yep.
not going to jump down that rabbit hole anytime soon ever again.
Oh,
But-
we know.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
but we know. We've all been there.
Well,
We've definitely all
we-
been there.
We do know that you are on a time schedule. We want to make sure that we're super respectful of that. So we are going to wrap it up for this segment. Tonzy, where can everyone find you?
Kick.com/Tonzy. Twitter is Tonzy. TV, hell if I know. Google Tonzy, you'll find me.
Awesome. Giggles, how can people find out more about you and more about the Gunnar products should they like to go ahead and pick a pair up?
Yeah, Gunnar on all socials, Gunnar. It's named after the son of one of the founders. And I'm RobotGiggles on everything. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
You should also tell people about your amazing podcast too.
Oh, so yeah.
Oh yeah, my podcast. that
Your
I'm doing?
podcast, your
Yes.
podcast. Yeah, we know.
Oh, thanks.
Cross-pollinate.
Yeah, look, we got to cross pollinate.
Free
We got to help
advertising.
each other out. Duh.
I've got a podcast with some Atlanta radio personalities called Last Minute Show, and we cover all things nerd pop culture, and we take dares, like whose line is it anyway, plus the news.
Oh, wow. Like that could
It's
get out
actually
of
pretty
hand real
entertaining.
quick.
and the video quality is getting very good. All your visuals in the background. I'm liking
Thank
it.
you.
I'm liking
As
it.
you know, it's a work in progress.
Yeah, it definitely is. It always is.
That is-
But speaking of that, though, Tonzy, I wanted to ask how do you like kick? Be honest. Because I'm thinking of taking the podcast there. I'm totally
just keep it
serious.
short and sweet, Tons.
I love it. But I was also thinking about like, if I had a podcast, I need your guys' opinion.
Yes, sure.
I was gonna, so there'd be three, no, yes, there would be three hosts, and the title of the show would be Two Bottoms and a Top Pick.
Yeah.
And I was thinking it would be great, and then we could like talk about like gay culture and you know just
Two-
gay.
Do
I think
it.
it'd be
Two
great.
bottoms and a topic.
Mhm.
That's
What?
perfect.
That's the name?
Yeah, two bottoms and a
my
top
blonde
pick.
self that just
like-
clicked. I love it.
I mean,
That's
I'm not gonna
that's
lie.
brilliant.
That's a pretty catchy name.
That's catchy.
Thank you. I was trying to dodge a bullet there, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's right.
love it.
You were like Wanted. You were like Angelina Jolie, just curving them bullets. Just get them out of there. Get them out of there.
Giggles was like, here's a topic you don't want to talk about, and I was The Matrix.
Yeah, I liked it. Keanu
Sorry,
Reeves.
I didn't mean to.
No,
bring it
it's
up.
honestly,
Love it.
you know what? Look, this is the only thing we'll say because, you know, everybody when it comes to content where you create it, it doesn't matter what platform you're on. It's about the content creator. And that will be where I always stand and where I will always firmly believe you follow the content creator no matter where they go, no matter what they do, because
I
that
agree.
is true
And
community.
except for the bathroom, please just don't follow them into the bathroom.
That's
Well,
Gotta go.
well, you know what? Look, you can always ask your doctor about that.
There you go.
URL.
Too much? Not enough? Okay.
Drake, where can everybody find you?
The Lost Drake across the board, and obviously here at Pardon the Distraction, we post up weekly episodes, sometimes two, depending on how many amazing guests we can get on here. And it has been an absolute pleasure to have Robot Giggles and Tonzy on
Thank
here. We love having you
It's
guys.
Really fun.
And DJ, where can we find you? And let's wrap this bad boy up.
Yeah. You can find me at DJBLUEPDX on all platforms and all things. It's all the way across the board, and there's no spaces. So on behalf of everybody here at Part of the D, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with more distractions.
And don't forget
Penny
to go get
says
your Gunners
goodbye.
now. Use promo code all of us. Let's go.
There we go.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.